Yeah.
Like watu wenye wanataka kuwa child free, what's the end goal? You you live your life, you make all the money, you acquire all the property.
I know what is funny is that those who don't have children, they really have a lot of money. Yeah, you find someone.
That, that's why I'm asking. Like now, after making all that money, having all the property, traveling the world,
Uh-huh.
in case you're not there, who will take over that property?
No, that's the problem because having a kid, you know, the okay, it looks, there are so many things that people say about kids, and first of all, it's absolutely right for someone to choose not to have a kid. Yeah, but at the same time, it's very sad knowing very well that you wanted a kid, but you just chose something that maybe at some point in your life you realize that it's not meaningful, because people change. A 19-year-old can easily say, I don't want a kid. And yeah, that's okay, well, she's 19, and in as much as in the olden days, people used to get married even at 18 and 19 and all that. A 19-year-old, she's still in campus and all that, or she just joined campus. But there's a very big significance that a child can have towards someone, especially if that person is responsible enough. Just choosing to, I want to make money, I want to live my life. First of all, someone living his or her life it's a vague statement, because some people live their life because of their kids. Yeah, I know of a guy who he was diagnosed with some deadly disease, but because he had a kid, he had to stay strong. Yeah. So there's a sense of meaning. I have a reason to live because I have a human being who depends on me. And there are also people who get pushed by the fact that akona mtoto. Like, I need to start this side gig, I need to learn this skill, I have my kid, and so it makes them more responsible. But I'll tell you, I don't think any woman, a majority of women, love not having kids.
How about men? Kwa sababu hii conversation ya being child free, it's something going on in conversation with women and men. So we are having that conversation.
Yeah, being child free, but it stems from a lot of things. That's why I was saying, in my case, I would not really, people always say, oh, you need to have so many resources to be able to take care of your kids, which is true, but so long as you are able to provide the basic needs, mtoto anaenda shule, this kid goes to school, this kid has a roof over his or her head, and they have the clothing and food. Any kid can turn out so well just without the basic things, because even if you look at those who are very rich, they're self-made. See it, their parents decided to give them wealth. Most of the people who are very wealthy in the world, you look at, they're self-made. They're people who picked an idea and worked through it all the time. But I think women, the issue of a woman having a kid, it's very meaningful for women too. Like I don't think most of them regret choosing not to have kids later in life, though. Yeah.
Okay. I think. What do you think is the motivation? Most people who are child free, because like when I listen to the conversations, watu wanasema I don't want to raise my family, like vile naona watu wanakuwa raised tuko pipeline ama wapi, like you unapata mtu has a family, wote wanakaa kwa bedsitter, like that kind of environment. They want to give their kids the best life, they want to take them to the best schools, they want to like be in a position to buy anything huyo mtu anataka.
But you see, that is being selfish. It's looking at life from their own perspective, okay, someone will oh, of course anyone wants to give their kids the best life, but again, the best life, as I was just saying, the best life is relative. A kid would absolutely have, like right now, you've had kids who are, their parents are extremely rich and they tell you, my childhood was messed up. Yeah, anakwambia like, we didn't even have time to interact with other kids. And then some kids somewhere in a very remote village, distant village, but were just going to school and they played, they did this and that. And I'm like, wow, my childhood, we really did this and this. So for someone to decide that they're child free, okay, one, the economy, of course, people always say, this economy, and again, another child who depends on me and stuff. And people also always say that, oh, I have to be financially stable.
Financially stable na kwanga pesa ngapi?
It's financially stable is a very financially stable is also is a relative statement, because most of the people are very contented once they are able to eat every day and take their kids to school. And there's this psychologist who was he made a statement that once you keep the debt collectors away, extra money does not provide high quality of life. High quality of life. So it means once people are able to get the basic needs, extra money does not improve their quality of life. So, and that's why you find that if someone is basically making, let me say even 70,000 and he has 2 kids, and he's able to get, maybe that is 2-income family, maybe he's making 70 or he's making 50 and the wife is making 30 and all that, they're just like, okay, well,
That is if the wife agrees to be supportive.
Yeah.
Your 150,000 is our money. My 50,000 is mine.
Yeah. It's a complex dynamic, because women also have to, they want to work, and the economy, even being financially stable is something that can also not be, it could be uncertain. There are people who are doing extremely so well in their 20s.
Yeah.
Then 30s, my friend, they're dead broke. There are people 30s, 40s, dead broke, 50s, doing so well. So I think if someone really has that, maybe you have a job, a regular job and stuff, if you want to, and anyone can decide not to have a kid. If you want to, you just have a kid. You just have a kid. Because you realize even right now, if a woman, it's very difficult even for a 30-year-old woman to get pregnant, squeeze, because there are so many things we consume that are absolutely, they are more of they don't really work towards helping women from a childbearing perspective. Be it food, be it what we consume, any other substances. So unapata msichana ako 30 and she's really struggling to have a kid, and sometimes probably hata inaweza kuwa because of their past or what they did and blah blah blah, and then there are also just diseases and other nini. But people struggle to have kids now, even men. Hey, bana, niliona statistic ingine hapo from a gynecological clinic. Wanaume aged 18 to 27, 40% their sperms are not viable. 18 to 27, man.
What's the reason?
See, I think what we eat. I just think what we eat. And
What do you mean by what we eat?
We are consuming a lot of things that don't really help in the formation. And then the fact that the sedentary lifestyle, umekaa tu kwa ofisi, you are not exposure to sun, nini. Kitambo, people really need, if you look at the beach attire in 1970 and beach attire in 2023, hey my friend, people are fat, sad and stupid. So that, yeah, actually that was true. I saw someone post it. He took 10 men from the age of 18 to 27. 4 failed. Yeah. Like they told them, look, young man, you guys, if you don't really work on yourself, like check what you are eating and blah, 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 chances of you having kids. I don't know whether it's masturbation or it's what, I don't know. So, yeah, it's going to be a time, and I think we are the generation that is going to be them very lonely, childless. Yeah.
Us, the millennials.
Yes.
and the Gen Z.
Both.
Huh?
In fact, now it's like millennials and the Gen Z, because people are looking at it. If I'm not already, and so to some degree, you cannot also blame, because you look at the economy and you're like,
But they're asking, I'm really struggling to provide
for myself.
Why
Yeah.
should I bring another person? into
Yeah, to
How will
struggle.
I be able to provide for this other person? Now, they are saying right now, men, they just want to acquire donors. They don't want to be part of the process of raising the kids. So they are saying we don't want to have kids unless we have a contract. I even know stories of watu wenye like unapata mtu ako na girlfriend na amekataa kushika ball.
Yeah. Because yeah, I think there's this time, Nini. There is this article I was reading about the perception, the natural instinct of women. You know, childbearing really puts women in a very vulnerable state. You have the kid, you will technically have to give all your life, and that's why I always tell.
Wanaita the 18 year subscription.
Yes, you even zero, from like technically from 0 to 0 days to 9 and 10 months. The mom has to be there for the kid, because the kid is absolutely or helpless.
Right now it's going to be 30-year subscription. But I think people lately they are taking longer to mature.
Yeah. There's a lady who told me her boyfriend is an old infant.
Unasikiza mama akiongea anasema mtoto wangu alafu when mtoto wangu shows up kumbe ni mjamaa ako 32 years mandevu pale.
Yeah.
The way the mother was talking like it's a small kid.
Yeah, so ladies also.
Mtoto wangu doesn't want to work.
Yeah, and then it's more of it is now competition. Every man and woman wants to. I can do it. I can decide to do this. I can decide to do this. And then the agenda was men on the other side were being frustrated. Ladies on the other side we are the vulnerable creatures, and we are this and this. So it is a tug of war online everywhere. But we are the most aware the most self-aware generation. We are able to pick what is toxic. We are able to know but yet we are also the saddest. People are very sad. People are very, very, very sad. And sometimes you just ask someone, what's wrong with you? Your parent is okay. Your mom is okay. There's a roof above your head. You have food, even a job. But I just don't feel like I should do this and this. Like my life is breaking apart.
I'm empty.
Yeah, I'm empty. I just feel that my life is stuck.
When I try to reflect, I think it's because most parents wamekuwa wakifanya like they see them as an extension of themselves. So it's like after campus, the first time unapata mtu, they are now being required to live on their own.
Mm-hmm.
So it becomes very difficult for them. You are just used to getting instructions from your parents, but now you have to make those decisions on your own.
And then there are also social media. There is someone posting how they are living a very good life, yet deep down this is someone who cries all the time to sleep. So it's a sad reality. But I think one of the things that can really help people is to take life, like just take it so easy, because there are so many odds against the youth right now that
Especially when you are born in Africa, life is already one meal. Just being born in Africa.
yeah, it's against you because you want to look at even the statistic of those who are very wealthy. They're politicians, the 1%, and they get that money through dubious means, and now you really just have to tone down, take things slowly. I'm making my 15,000. Well, I'll live to the extent of the amount I can actually manage. But now you have very nice photos, but deep down you are sad, pathetic, empty, lonely. You're pretending life is so good because you're posting on social media, and also someone is posting how things are so nice. Those are the biggest stress situations that for youths. I just removed mizo timeline nilizitoa. Timeline yet I have to achieve this at this age.
And setting standards.
And setting a necessary standard.
You know, that is something I was thinking about. Okay, now actually they are setting standards. Even claiming the price. So, Leo,
Yeah.
can you set your own price when the market sets your? It's the market that sets
It's people who see the value you have. Then they say this person is this and that. You cannot just decide. And also this notion of I want it all at once. If right now I decide that I'm not getting into relationships, okay, for men it will really be from a biological standpoint. A man can delay his time to like, especially if they want kids, even to 40. That leverage is not really given to women. And there's a certain age that is absolutely difficult because the WHO says if you get pregnant past the age of 35, that is geriatric pregnancy. Umeshika mimba kama weni, it's like they call that is an old pregnancy. So people just need to take things lightly and then be a little bit more realistic. I still am earning 20k. I should live in a house that is not more than 5,000. I should my expenses this and this. I should cut down on unnecessary spending and this. You just live a normal life. If life gets so tough, I just run back home.
You need to keep off circles that you don't fit in.
Exactly. You're in a cycle.
There are even people who borrow money just
to live.
To fit in a certain social circle.
Exactly. Borrow a lot of money to get into a lifestyle that is not yours.
Kama you are renting Kilimani but unalala njaa. Just to set standards. When people ask where do you live, laughing.
It's sad to be in that state. Yeah, just take life so easily, live your life, get to know yourself better. Pressure mingi ni stress. There's a lot of stress if you put a lot of pressure on yourself. A lot.